content creation. Established around 1895, yes, 1895. Content creators have really changed over time from maybe someone doing a magazine or playing in a silent film. And thanks to the internet, we have content creators like Kai Cenat, Corey Kenshin, Kazumi. Don't judge me. So today we're going to be talking about all the types of content creators. Let's get into it. First off, we're going to start with the skit makers, alright? The stand-up comedians of content creation. Honestly, I feel like these guys don't get enough respect about the content that they make because they're one of the most creative people out there. When you think of skit makers, you immediately think of Tony Stadavici, Lou Ratchet, Trey Rags. Like, honestly, with all three of those guys combined, I don't think they've ever missed a skit. And you really gotta think, a lot of these skit creators at the beginning, when they started gaining traction, went straight to streaming and like regular YouTube videos. Because honestly, skit making, if you do it, you just doing it out of the love of your heart. You're doing it for the love of the game, man. Let's use someone like Kai Cenat as an example. He started off doing them super cringy skits when he was in high school, and then got popular on that one Uzi skit, and now look at where he is. Something about skit makers, they have that drive, that creativity, and it's damn near unmatched. Like, as a skit maker, how do you come up with this?
Is getting really close to you right now. I just keep thinking to myself, Andy, you're not listening. He is really close to you. Andy, watch out! Oh God! Where's my purse? Andy, oh my God, he's got it. How did he do that? He's so smooth. I gotta write a song about this.
It's like they have the ability to turn something normally that wouldn't be funny into something that's just having you laughing out of your asshole. On to the next. We got the internet huzz. You know what I'm talking about. Every time you scroll through Instagram, scroll through Twitter, you see Instagram fitness models. I'm doing air quotes right now. Fitness models. Or when you be going on Twitter, and while you're scrolling, you just come about some straight up coochie cat. Now that I'm really sitting here and thinking about it out loud, who started this trend? Who was the first internet thought to just show poom poom on cam? Who really paved the way? Because honestly, y'all changed a lot of talentless bitches' lives. A shout out to you, because now women have realized, I don't need fucking talent. I have a little vaggy vag. But let's back it up, because most of them don't even go that far, right? The Instagram model that only puts on, lingerie in the middle of a sunflower field, and she's just covered in oil, and they make a living from that. And this is before OF. They still make a living off that. And nowadays, they don't even do it for the love of the game anymore. They be out there doing TikTok shorts, Instagram reels, all to just promote their thoughtarisms. But hey, you'll never see me hating on a bag. Now, the way to do it, maybe, but hating on the bag itself, not at all. But at the end of the day, shout out to the thoughts that do it for the love of the game. We appreciate you. On to the next. We got streamers. Ah yes, the new rappers of our generation. The boys that really got the bag and didn't have to sell all their records and shit to do it. Like, there's no way to describe why everyone likes streamers. Streamers are just different. It's like watching someone's reality TV show without the bullshit script and a whole bunch of women screaming and fighting that are drunk. It's like watching the Real Housewives of Hollywood, but without the wives, and it's just the boys just chilling. There's just something so realistic, something so relatable about being a streamer. And to be honest, it's kind of inspiring. Nowadays, everyone wants to be a streamer. Kids are growing up wanting to be content creators. That's the craziest part to me. Like, at some point, I'm gonna see a little kid wearing a Kai Cenat shirt, but it's literally just his upper body and all of his tattoos. That's exciting. And don't get me started, because I already seen the KC3 AMP chain shirt that they got at the WWE. Like, that just tells you alone the potential of how big streaming can get. I hear people all the time talking about streaming's kind of going down. They do it too much nowadays. Are you fucking stupid? Are you a tard bag? In my opinion, streaming is the most versatile way to do content. Give it that that reality TV show feel, but like also post that same stuff on YouTube as regular content. Like with the amount of money a lot of streamers are making, why would it magically just die? Like, for crying out loud, Kaisenat is making over at least $2 million a month. Let's not even play. And you know what? I don't give a fuck. Say that I'm pocket watching, dick riding. What you gonna do about it? Who gonna stop me? You gonna take me off of it? The one thing that kind of annoys me about streaming, but it's also really funny, is clip farming. Alright, niggas will do anything for the clips, and I mean anything. I've seen people literally overlap other people's streams to make it look like they're there with them on some corny shit. Like, is the clip that serious? Do we really need the clip that hard? On to the next. Gamers. Now, if you didn't see my last video, you already know how I feel about gamers overall, and there's just so many varieties and variants of gamers out there. You got legendary gamers like Corey Kenshin, just naturally funny, doesn't even have to curse. That's a problem I have. And overall, bro played every single game that he can get his hands on, and that's what I love about him. And then on the other side of the spectrum, you got fucking Asmongold. Extremely dirty and questionable Caucasian man, has said many questionable things about certain racial groups, and you know what I'm saying, shit like that. Like, gaming is fun, but how are you just in the middle of stream and a cockroach just crawls on you? Like, at some point, how about we just turn off the fucking stream and you go get a life, my nigga. And if you can't get a girlfriend, Asmongold can. So honestly, if you're not getting hoes, you're just a bitch. But overall, gamers have always played a big role in streaming, which is already ones that we talked about, and overall being a content creator like YouTube. But nowadays, anyone could be a gamer. Literally. I mean, look at Hasanabi. He's playing Marvel Rivals right after he's talking about a bombing. I don't know. Like, that's not what he does. You know, those two things don't really mix, but I'm not questioning it. On to the next. We got the most dangerous side of content creating, politics. Oh yes, there's only a certain amount and a certain type of people that have the brain capacity and the mental health to deal with this shit. Like, let's look at someone like Hasanabi, right? Great looking man. When I started watching his streams, I thought he was like 26. That nigga's about to be 34 this year. Like, man, it's like, you do this stressful ass shit, but goddamn, you could have fooled me. That guy looks amazing. You would think there's not a stress in his world, but you'd be extremely wrong. And honestly, it kind of sucks to say that he's only one of the positive political streamers. A lot of the other dickhead political streamers like Nick Fuentes, Charlie Kirk, they're just there to push an agenda, honestly. But at the end of the day, it's politics. Everyone's trying to push an agenda. On to the next. And with the last one, we got the editors. The underrated, underappreciated type of content. Alright, the people that pave the way for videos and creators like me. You know, the Generosities, the Derek FBDs or FDBs. I always get that shit wrong. But forget those editors. I mean the real editors that are just doing it for the love of the game. They're just editing other people's videos. They're the heart and soul of so many other people's content. When I think of an editor, I immediately think of someone like Chris Nextdoor, alright? AMP videos wouldn't be AMP videos without Chris Nextdoor. The things that he does when it comes to editing is really hard. And at some points, I feel like he doesn't get the respect that he deserves at all. I feel like he gets no respect, honestly. Y'all saw that he had a bald head and y'all started cock riding, bro. So if you're an editor watching this video and you edit some popular streamer or, you know, content creators video, ask that nigga for a raise. You deserve more, nigga. You're so much more valuable than you think. So shout out to you, bro. That's the end of the video. I love y'all. Thanks for watching. Later.